What's up, beautiful people? Jay here from JAYSWAY, and today I was going to show you how I can make designs that sell and sell fast. And then I was going to reveal my top selling niches of all time, which I'm still going to do a little later, but I can actually do one better. Now, I don't normally chase trends, but I thought I'd give it a go and see what happens. So around 9:30 a.m., I uploaded a design for the earthquake that happened in New Jersey yesterday about 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. That said, I thought I was the first one there on Amazon because there were no search results and there was 0 on Etsy. I got a ka-ching notification a little later. It sold for the first time in a few hours. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Jay, and I've sold a lot of t-shirts over my 10 plus years in print on demand. T-shirts specifically, I've sold to the tune of just over 1.5 million of print on demand shirts on Etsy alone, and just under 1.8 million on Amazon. And I tell you this not because it's a bragging thing by any stretch. It's just because if I tell you that I made $365,000 in royalties in the last 6 years or so on Amazon alone, it doesn't get the clicks that the 1.8 million sold on Amazon would get. Kind of the same principle as when you tell somebody you make $50,000 a year at your job, nobody actually asks you how much you make after expenses, right? Nobody seems to care when it's your job, but when it's your business, nobody cares how much revenue you make. They only care about the actual profit. But it's a weird topic because even though the smaller number of the two is the one that matters, it's the bigger number that actually gets the clicks. For some reason, people just don't seem to care about the number that actually matters. At the end of the day, I've sold over $3 million in print-on-demand t-shirts. No, that's not profit. Just shooting you guys straight, but I need to get the views and I need to get the love on YouTube because it is an income stream as well now. So I have multiple income streams, and Etsy and Amazon, print-on-demand, YouTube, various affiliations. I'm a landlord recently. Of course, the affiliate links for some of the tools I use that I leave down below, because the AdSense money that you make from actually having YouTube channels and like the ads that are run through my videos, that pays me not very much at all. But at the end of the day, it's all about, doing something I enjoy, which is number one, is being able to teach you guys how to make a little bit of money so you could have a little bit more freedom to do the things you want to do in life. Kind of like how I'm down here in Belize now. It's pretty awesome. I wouldn't be able to do it truthfully without print on demand. But the only way I get to continue to do this stuff and give you guys information for free is if you watch my videos, click like, click subscribe, click my affiliate links down below. All those little things add up, and pennies really do make dollars. So here we are anyway. All that out of the way, I'm going to show you the design I made right here in Kittl. Shrink my big fat head, and it was that simple. Text-based, super simple. The nice thing about Kittl is that you can use whatever designs you create on there or any of their templates they have thousands, for commercial use. And no, I'm not worried if you guys see my design, because this one I put under a different brand on Amazon, so even if you found it, you wouldn't be able to know the rest of my designs. And they don't have these fonts in Kittl unless you upload them yourself, but that's the nice thing. But if you click on here, for example, and they don't have a font you're looking for, you can just click right here and upload your own font. That simple. That said, like I was going to show you guys, 1.785 million here in revenue for an all-time total of $365,566 in royalties, which in just over 6 years. So yeah, it's about $60,000 a year US, which is not bad at all for passive. And my royalties on Etsy are actually a little bit higher. I make more than the average $4 here. I do actually double that in terms of royalty on Etsy. So anyway, you get the picture. But that said, if I tell you guys I make $60,000 a year pretty passively on Amazon, nobody cares, right? It's just what it is. And I guess I should show you my design here. So the brand is April 5 Earthquake. I actually priced it $1 less than I normally would, just to see if I could get in there as quick as possible. And I added a few more extra colors just to maybe see if I can get that one sale, right? My royalties for $265. It sold yesterday, April 5th. Oh, there it is, 1:36 p.m. It went live yesterday, 3 or 4 hours after I uploaded it. It's not showing up here for some reason, and I'm still uploading the database here, as you can see. But if I go by created and we scroll down here, so there was one I was going to show you. I uploaded on March 31st, so not even a week ago now, or just about today, and it sold on the 5th for the first time. Another one, March 31st, sold on the 5th, so all within 6 days. And if you paid attention to some of my previous videos, I said I usually give them about a week or two to see if they'll sell organically, and then I'll advertise them, but I definitely kind of let them get that, algorithm kind of felt out a little bit first. This one, for example, I uploaded March 18th, and it sold 2 days later on the 20th. March 18th sold on April 3rd within about 2 weeks. February 23rd sold on March 8th. So you can see what I'm saying here, right? This is the power of knowing your niche and going after the big ones. Stop wasting time in micro niches. You're just not going to get these sales. February 23rd, I listed this. It sold 15 times already. February 23rd, this one sold 3. Same. It's a string of designs I thought were awesome. I uploaded them all within like a week or so of each other, and they started selling. This one, 23rd, sold 25 times. These are all different designs, guys. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. There's probably like 75, 80 shirts here sold in the last 60 days alone that are all new and unique designs. So why did I do a text-based design like that? Well, I came over to Etsy here and typed in earthquake shirt, and there's going to be more results now, but I wanted to show you the product analytics. All of the designs in here were bad, put it easily. Let's go total sales here. I saw none of them selling. You can see total sales here. None of these were selling yesterday. This one, it looks like it sold a few overnight now. 4 sales, conversion rate 2.58. That tells me that people know what they're looking for. Funny, gag, Y2K, earthquake. You know, nothing crazy. I would have probably gone, had I listed this on Etsy, with a lot more of the keywords that I think I use here. Hit up the earthquake words a little more. But yeah, super plain, because I know that text-based sells, and all you have to do is be quick to market with text-based design that not everybody has yet, that is funny. Like, try to bring something funny or punny. What are people saying right when you have an earthquake? Did you feel that? Did you feel that? Did you feel that? Well, yeah, everybody felt it. And then if you watched my last video about the custom mug, you know that I was partial to this font here. And instead of signing your name, it's like signed literally everyone in Jersey. And then I did stumble on a pretty awesome niche while in here. I was looking yesterday at the New York earthquake shirt. But as I kept searching, I ended up seeing stuff like this. It's super simple. It's definitely a purposefully retro, really retro font. The color choices are super dull, intended to look that way. And it's just a line drawing over a couple of buildings in the silhouette. And a BSR of 46,000. And it looks like they're selling, you know, just between 50 and 60 a month. So that's significant enough. But just New York City and just the skyline, if I can just go into New York shirt, see all kinds here. So you got Broadway, New York with a skyline, NYC, New York with kind of graffiti style stuff going on there, like 50 bought in the last month, right? This is all simple stuff. New York skyline on a baseball. Let's see how much this is sold. And like, that's an awesome shot. Could be a customer review even. 39,000 BSR. What is this one? New York skyline, heartbeat, Statue of Liberty. Interesting. It's really hard to make out, but it's got a 200,000 BSR. This looks like part of a photo. You got New York here, 24,000 BSR. Price really low. I don't know why you wouldn't raise your price on this one, whoever's doing this. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, 24,000 BSR. It's selling like 100 a month. You can make $100 a month at $1 a pop in royalty here, or you can make like, you know, 300 or 400, right? You just raise your price. It's very simple. Watercolor, skyline, pretty much it. Another one, 46,000 BSR. New York City. It's just a photo of a city street in the rain with the words New York City in that collegiate kind of font. It doesn't even really match the picture to me. And this is very like, it's not Microsoft Paint because that's too detailed for that, but it's like, you know, a very primitive looking design. But the photo's cool and it's selling. Like, you don't have to go crazy with the artwork here. Statue of Liberty gifts. This I would not do because a solid white is probably not going to print great. Probably why they got a 1-star review that sucks, fortunately. But the counterpart, same design with a, looks like a mask of an image of New York in behind. It's selling all day. 45,000 BSR. A couple of the boroughs here, it looks like, you know, 36,000 BSR. These, whoever's doing this needs to raise their prices. That's killing me. 63 a month or whatever. I would stay away from that on Amazon for obvious reasons. This one, 30,000 BSR, $16.99. Look how simple this stuff is. Line drawings. It's really, really simple. And this font here is almost as if it was hand drawn. Let me know in the comments if you guys are designing for like cityscapes and stuff like that for specific cities, because apparently this is a big deal. Am I just the only one late to the game here or what? But you know, maybe I should get on this New York kind of vibe. All the designs are different. So yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do. So I'm going to show you guys now my 3 biggest niches as promised in order from lowest to highest. Is birthdays, because no secret, everybody has a birthday every day of the year, all year round for a long time, like 10 years. They've kind of like been the bread and butter. And then I went on to one of my favorite foods, tacos. No secret, tacos. That's the second biggest niche of all time I've ever sold. And the third one, the biggest one, is pets, dogs and cats. I didn't go crazy with fish. I didn't go crazy with parrots. I mean, you can go all the micro niching, all the little things you want, but like literally dogs and cat and tacos and birthdays. This is what I'm telling you when I'm talking about going for the big niches. But as I'm looking at this now, there's actually a fourth niche. It's kind of the outdoors, like fishing, hunting and fishing. So this would be one of the outdoors. This is one of the outdoors. This is one of the outdoors. Something I know is fishing, and I do pretty well with it. Again, it's a testament to knowing your niche and being able to design for niches you know something about. Birthday, 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 cats. This is one Halloween design that does well every year, but nothing crazy because I don't chase, seasonal stuff really so much. This one's cats, cat, birthday, outdoors / patriotic, birthday, pets, dog specifically, outdoors fishing. So I actually went ahead and exported this Excel file from Productor from my Amazon Merch back end. It's actually just easier for me to navigate. This is kind of where we were. You can see if I scroll up, I've got another one that was it was 10,000 in the original video, but we're up to 12. 26,000, 32, and 142 is my top. The last sold was yesterday. It's April 13th today. This is the amount I've sold. So we're looking at a sum of 100,000 t-shirts before returns, of course, and then sold royalty of 367, 61745. You can see down here. And if we're looking at some of them here, you'll see 2023, January 16th, so just over a year old. This one has sold a significant amount of times here and last sold yesterday. Got a couple here, 2023, later in the year, still making some good money. So like to the people that say merch is dead or the best days of merch are over, I mean, no, that is incorrect. April 17th, so not quite a year, $6,000. Like it's one design, right? So if you have like 3 or 4 of these, you're making really good part-time money. If you have 5 or 6 of them, now you're making full-time wage, right? Depending on your, your cost of living and what you have going on. So line 85 minus the 2 lines at the top there. So I have 83 designs that have sold 100 plus times. So I'm probably gonna have a few more. I'm probably gonna be closer to 100 hitting 100 sales. That's 10,000 listings sold. And if you multiply that by 4 or 5, dollars, whatever royalties you're making, and not, charging too little, then you're talking all of a sudden like $40,000 or $50,000, right? Just a testament to going after the big niches, not wasting time in micro niches. But back to Etsy. We look here and I go cat shirt, and we go into product analytics, actual sales, custom comfort color shirt for dogs, pets. They sold 13,000 of these in 8 months. That's insane. Custom pet shirt, but cat playing guitar. Look at this. It's sold 5,900 times. Cat dad, another custom cat one. It's mostly custom in Etsy now, but this is something we can see at a glance with Everbeat. This is cool. The price is $58. Psychedelic cat t-shirt. Are you kidding me? $58 Canadian. These guys are selling this for 920 sales. This listing is not even a year old, and it's making $5,000 a month. Monthly revenue is forecasted here because it's only 8 months old. This is Canadian, so it's probably closer to like 50,000 US. Still a lot of money, like by far. So if I click on this, we can actually see how many there are. 200,000 cat shirts. Now let's go birthday shirt. And this is just what ships to the States here. So product analytics. And here we are, almost 1 million birthday shirts. This is what I'm talking about. I never shy away from these niches. These are massive niches. There are millions of people more having birthdays than there are shirts for them. Every year, somebody buys somebody something for their birthday. What better way to have a new birthday design with a unique spin or aesthetic on it that hasn't been done before? It's endless. You can put a birthday on anything and sell it. Monthly revenue, look at this stuff, guys. 60,000, 50,000 one listing. I got to revamp some of my birthday listings. These are selling like crazy. And then the other one, taco shirt. So relatively underserved by the standards of the other ones at 18,000 listings for taco shirt. So there's telling me that there's even more opportunity here. I think I only have 3 or 4 of my Amazon bestsellers on here, but I might put a lot more. So I searched this before, taco cat shirt. I actually talked about it in a video, how everybody had this beige striped cat. Why not bring something different with a different cat? But taco cat shirts, like these are still selling. 33,000, 43,000 BSR, taco cat. And it's an anagram shirt, right? Because taco cat spelled backwards is TACOCAT. I don't know whoever figured that out, but there's, literal thousands of shirts. So 6,000 shirts that taco cat spelled backwards is taco cat. And you've got some of them that are a little different that are still selling. And from my experience, if we're combining tacos and cats, that's win-win. A little more niche than I would normally like, but hey, I'll just click on Kittl proper here and search for t-shirt templates. Click on this right here and see what we see. We can do a taco cat spelled backwards as taco cat shirt. kind of like this retro one. It's kind of fun. I don't think we saw any of the retro ones here. Really, they're all kind of cutesy, right? And like I said, guys, the designs here, you can just click and edit any of these and, you know, change it up a little bit, and they're free to use for commercial use that way, right? If you have the subscription here, so anything you create on Kittl is good to go for commercial use. So chase your dreams, that's cool. So yeah, it's kind of like a no-brainer because these designs, some of them are already awesome, and all you have to do is just put on, you know, whatever funny cat puns you wanted to do. I'll click right here, use this design, and this says that 184 people have used it. However, they have not been 184 people who have made a taco cat shirt, right? So all you have to do, I'll show you here, you just select all and write taco cat, and then as soon as you click off it, it adds the drop shadow, the stylization, and bends it right back to the curve. So taco cat, we're gonna write spelled backwards is, double click here, click off you. Maybe we can make you a little smaller, bring you in. You can just come over here and click. If you hover, see how it says center when it populates there? You can just click that and it bumps it over. So it's Command G to group and Command G to ungroup. And to show you guys here, you can see ungroup, Command plus G, and it's the same to group. So if I did this, now you can click on the pieces individually. So this is still grouped, so I can Command plus G again, and now I'll be able to do that. And if I right click to show you, and right here is the line height, and it's the actual distance between the lines. So if you highlight it up, grab this, we don't need that, I can delete you. So you can come over here into elements and we can search taco cat and see if they have anything. They probably won't, but you never know. Taco cats. So what if we go taco? So you've got a couple options here for taco, nothing for taco, maybe cat with a space. No, so we got tacos or cats. So no worries, because Kittl has Kittl AI, which is pretty amazing. So we can keep it at 1:1 aspect ratio. We're on image generator, describe your image. I'm gonna say taco cat, see what happens. It made a taco cat, so that's cool, but I think I'm gonna go with the retro mascot. I think it's gonna work with our font here, so we'll just do that. That's the style, and we'll generate again. It's cool, but I don't think it looks more like a cat. Let's try to generate again. And the nice thing about it is you can just keep trying until you get it right? That's much better. That's pretty funny. I think I like this one. I'm gonna delete this one. And the nice thing about Kittl is you can, you know, there's unlimited space here, so you can just drag stuff off. So it's off your artboard. If you wanted to download this, it's not gonna download all the other stuff. And we'll just center you again here, and then I will try again. And I literally have only typed taco cat in here. I haven't even gotten very specific with anything, right? I could have given more details. A little too weird with the colors, so I'm just going to say retro vintage 50s style taco cat mascot in that same style, and try one more time. This is closer. That's pretty funny. I might save that one also, but if I go up here, let's go with retro cartoon. 50s cartoon. That's pretty funny. Getting closer. Definitely more like it. Look at all this. We got so many variations of taco cats. This is awesome. So after looking at all of these, this is the closest to the 50s one I like. So I'm just going to put this here kind of in the middle here. And you can do an AI background removal. Beauty. So the AI background remover. Now you can see I can drag it over top of everything. That's pretty awesome. I'm also going to vectorize it, so that way we can scale it without any loss of resolution and it'll stay as awesome as it is. We'll just go full pop. 16 colors is the max. We're not going to lose too much of the detail here, I don't think. It's going to look pretty cool. And you can see the progress bar across the top here. Boom. Bob's your uncle. So this is cool. The red here, and I want to make this kind of match here. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this, but I want to change the color here. So I'm just going to click on this and ink drop this color here. I want to change this red to this reddish faded orangey red over here. And watch the ears carefully here. They just turned, so all the color that was that red just turned to the same color here. So I'll just Command Z that, undo, so you can see. So all the red here and the red here and here. Shift Command Z to redo, and it made it that color. So it instantly matches your design. Pretty sweet, right? And now I'm just gonna text color. What do we want to use? Maybe the blue complementary, or this yellow here. Just click the ink dropper here. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then we can give it a text effect with a background or drop shadow or actual stroke. Let's give it a border weight and make it, border weight will be this color. It stands out on the background. Or maybe we could try one of the effects here. That looks a little more similar. We're gonna go with this. I'm just gonna copy and paste. I always use my keyboard shortcuts, but so that you can see it's Command C, Command V is the same. So I'm gonna Command C and then Command V, so object pasted. Now spelled backwards is, there should be 2. So the one underneath, I just want to boost the border weight on that one. Put you on top of that one. So that looks a little better. And Command G for grouping. And I'll zoom out a little bit. We could rotate these a bit. Command G to ungroup. So I'll zoom in, grab the middle of it, move it up, copy and pasted. I'll just put another one down here for balance. I don't know what to do with these, but I think we can get rid of them. What we do need is another taco cat. I'm just gonna hold down Option and drag and ignore that pink line. This is just the highlight I'm using. It disappears on its own, but whenever I hold down Option, it creates a drawn line. So I could hold Option and be like, hey, look, see it says taco cat, or like draw an arrow here. Right, and then it'll eventually just disappear. But all I wanted to do was, if you hold down Option and drag, it's the same as copying and pasting. It'll duplicate it and you can drag it in a straight line. So we've got our second one here. I'm just gonna reset transform. We can move you up a bit, and then we can drag this guy down a bit, and we can kind of tweak these so that they fall in line. Maybe I'll make this guy a little bigger. Put them kind of in the background here. That's cute. And it's all kind of centered here. So like, as long as it's nothing coming past the outside of this, we're going to be okay. So now we've got our awesome design, which I think is going to sell really well. The next step for Amazon Merch on Demand, you would come over here and click download, and I'll show you how to go through that in a minute. But if you were going to sell this on Etsy, you need a mockup. You can do the smart mockups right from inside Kittl. How awesome is this, right? So you just click on it here. It says it's saving, and up pops a t-shirt mockup by default. I'm just going to write t-shirt. So see what we can get here, and got a couple here. This one looks pretty cool, and you will notice the crown image here because it is a premium image, because I do have a premium subscription to Kittl. I'll also leave a link down below so you can test Kittl for free. And you can also leave my coupon code that I'll leave down there too for 25% off. But there are various options for free, as you can see here. But we're gonna use this guy here, and right away you can see that it's kind of populated it on the shirt. I'm just gonna drag this out, and you can see how it's a smart mock-up, right? So as we approach the corner, you can see how it's warping around the shoulder. So this works if you had all over print, whatever too. But for our intents and purposes, I'm just going to make this kind of fit on the shirt. So it looks pretty awesome. It looks real, which is the whole intent. And I think I'll just make this a little smaller on that end, move it over a bit. And then right here, you've got mock-up colors. So you can change this, folks. You can change the color of the shirt, and we can do something like this. You know, you can, as I'm playing around with this, you can see that it's changing, right? So if we were to do a black, it might not actually be super rich black. So we could do something like that. It's just a little faded, but now you can see how real this looks. You can see the shading here. I'll zoom right in here so you can see what I'm talking about. If you hold spacebar, you can just kind of drag around the page here. But look at this. It's got the warping here, so you can see the shading over top of your design. And that's what we call a smart mock-up, where it kind of warps with the shirt or the garment underneath. And then you just go to download mockup. That's all there is to it. And now you've got this awesome mockup. It's downloading artboard.jpg. That'll be it. And then you can just upload this to your Etsy listing, whatever, name it whatever you want, and Bob is your uncle. Like I said, Kittl makes it really easy to design like a pro. We just did this. It was already kind of pre-made, and we just did a few tweaks, and it looks awesome, and it looks unique, and it's ours to sell commercially. And before I download it, which will be up here with the proper parameters, I just wanted to say that I am starting a membership group. So if you want to get on the wait list, we're going to have a beta with like 40 or 50 people getting in at a lower price. And that beta group is going to be kind of very much a work in progress that we're all going to be a part of. You guys will have a say in how the group operates, how it runs, but it's going to be very design focused and design centric, because all the SEO in the world isn't going to sell your product if the design itself sucks. So design is number one. How it's presented is number two. So the mockup it's on. And number three is SEO, because you need SEO parcel, because it's how you get eyes on your prize. But if the design still sucks, the design still sucks and nobody's going to buy it. This membership will consist of weekly calls, but one of these calls every month is going to be me taking your designs and reorganizing it and kind of restructuring it and turning it into something a little bit better that I think will sell. And at the end of it, you get to keep the design, and it will be sellable on Amazon Merch, because if we're using something like Kittl, for example, it's royalty free. You've already got the commercial license for it, but also on Etsy, since you've had a hand in the design, it's also abiding by Etsy's terms of service. So on Etsy, you can't just buy and sell a design, but if you had a hand in the creation, then you're allowed to sell it. So you get the best of both worlds there. There will be another week where we talk about, you know, SEO and stuff like that, but going forward, I'm going to leverage my 20 years of graphic design experience to help you guys make awesome designs that will sell. So if that interests you, again, link down below, sign up for the wait list. There's already a pretty significant amount. I think we're almost at 200, but I'm only going to open the doors for the first 40 or 50. So if you want to get on the wait list and stay abreast of all the updates I fire out to you, then at least you'll know when that's going to launch. It looks like it'll be in about 3 weeks or so, but after that first 40 or 50 you're in, we're going to shut the doors for about 2 months so we can kind of iron out the kinks, you know, take your feedback, what direction we want to go with it, and then maybe we'll open the doors at a little bit higher of a price. So if that's something you like I said, subscribe down below to email alerts for that. But otherwise, we are going to download this now. This is the final portion here. So you just click download, and normally it would have been the Merch by Amazon artboard size, but because we used a template, it defaults to whatever size the template is. So I would do 4500 by 4500, 300 DPI. We're going to remove the background. We're going to optimize quality here, make sure those are toggled, and then we just click download, and that's all there is to it. And now you can upload this to Etsy, put it on some mockups, however you wanted to do it, or you can take it over to a place it, create your own, or you can just upload it straight to Merch by Amazon. And ideally, hopefully this will sell at least several times. I'm going to upload it and we're going to see what happens to it. Hopefully it goes. Take care, guys. We'll see you in the next one.